My name is Cameron Suey, and I'm a producer on Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nintendo Wii version of the game, but before we do, I wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of what Star Wars The Force Unleashed is all about. It's a brand new chapter in the Star Wars saga. You'll be playing a brand new character, Darth Vader's secret apprentice. It takes place between episodes 3 and 4. It's going to give you a really great view of the Star Wars saga as a whole. And one of the really great things about this game is that we've completely re-envisioned the Force. We've envisioned it as unleashed, over the top, blown out of control, and this really is going to change the way you play a game like this, and it's going to give you a very visceral experience of really wielding the Force. So of course on the Nintendo Wii version of The Force Unleashed, the really great thing is the ability to use the Nintendo Wii Remote and the nunchuck as your lightsaber and force powers. So on the Wii Remote, it's as simple as left, right, up or down, or a forward thrust to use your lightsaber in 5 different ways. And on the nunchuck, you'll be controlling all your force powers, and it's really as easy as pushing it forward to do a force push. So let's take a look. You have left and right slices, as well as up and down strikes, which are a little bit more formidable. Then you have a forward thrust, which is going to do the most damage. And on the nunchuck, you'll be using this as your force powers. Just to give you an example, you'll force push literally by grabbing the nunchuck and pushing it forward. This is a really cool move that you can do in the Nintendo Wii version of the game. You can actually pick a guy up and then slam him down on the ground. And it's really as easy as pressing the button to pick him up and then throwing the nunchuck down, and it'll just slam your enemies into the ground and do a whole lot of damage. So we're going to be taking a look at one of the very early levels in the game, where you're being sent to the TIE Fighter construction facility by Darth Vader to hunt down one of these Jedi, in this case, Master Coda. Now, Darth Vader has given you a very specific warning, and that is, you're the secret apprentice, so leave no witnesses, wipe out stormtroopers and Coda's men alike. So from the moment you enter the game, you're going to be really powerful right off the bat. Here we see the secret apprentice using his force powers to pick up an object and toss it effortlessly at his enemies. Then he can use force push and just knock them back, flying against the wall, smashing into it. You'll also have the ability to use lightning, and you'll be able to gain more force powers throughout the game. This is a very early level in the game. These enemies definitely aren't up to defending themselves against a fully armed Jedi. So it's going to give you a nice way to sort of ramp up your skills and get really comfortable with the game in a really cool, destructible environment. This is Force Repulse. It's a really, really useful power when you're completely surrounded by enemies on all sides. It's like a panic button that gets everybody away from you, allows you time to sort of think about your strategy, and hopefully keeps you alive a little bit longer. So in addition to a huge variety of force powers, you're also going to be able to chain all those powers together in really cool combos that you're able to learn and upgrade as you go out throughout the course of the game. So you use those combos and you defeat multiple enemies at a time. You can see that you have a multiplier that goes up that allows you to earn more force points, which in turn allows you to customize your character, increase his skills, and purchase more combos. So here we see the secret apprentice unleashing the Force in a really big way. He simply reaches out, grabs this dropship, and pulls it right into the hangar, causing massive destruction. This really gives you a taste of how powerful the secret apprentice is, not only when we begin the game, but as he grows throughout the game, he's going to become even more powerful. Now he's going to turn that force power right against these militiamen, and you're going to see him devastating his opponents. In addition to the incredible story behind Star Wars The Force Unleashed, the Wii version also has an exclusive duel mode in which you and a buddy can face off playing as characters not only from The Force Unleashed, but from the classic prequel trilogies as well as the expanded universe. And you'll be able to play in 9 different arenas all across the Star Wars galaxy, both from the Star Wars The Force Unleashed or from the trilogies. In addition to all these arenas, you're going to have 27 characters at your disposal, some from the prequel trilogies, some from the original trilogies, as well as the extended universe, and of course The Force Unleashed. So you can see when you have 2 Jedi with unleashed powers, you're going to really have some very fast and frantic action. The level's going to be very dynamic, and be destroyed very quickly by all these over-the-top force powers you're using. Now, a classic moment in a Jedi lightsaber duel is your sabers are locked, and you have to use the Wii Remote to gain the upper hand to knock down your opponent and really get bragging rights for defeating your buddy in a one-on-one Jedi combat. So we've seen the secret apprentice fight his way through the TIE Fighter construction facility, taking on waves of enemies as he goes. Now we're going to change this, and we're going to see the secret apprentice fighting a very large, very intimidating enemy. In this case, an AT-ST. It's something he's going to have to use all his force powers and all his skills to be able to take down. So you can see the environment is crucial in these strategies. You have to be using all the objects around you. Because remember, with Force Grip, you can literally use any object in the world as a weapon. Once we've gotten the AT-ST a little bit wounded, backed him into a corner a little bit, we're going to go in for a really devastating final move. We're going to get this sort of very cinematic finishing move here, which allows you to see this very cool sort of finishing move in which you take down the AT-ST in a very unleashed and over-the-top manner. It's a really simple thing using the Wii remote and the nunchuck to be able to pull off this move, and it really makes you feel like it's the big ending climax of a battle in a movie. So that was just a little glimpse at one of the very first levels of the Nintendo Wii version of Star Wars The Force Unleashed. As you go through the game, you'll be gaining all new powers, new combos, and then facing off against brand new enemies, large and small, in which you get to use those combos and powers against. Of course, on the Wii version, there's also that duel mode that allows you and a buddy to fight it out, and we're really excited for you to get your hands on it, coming to the Nintendo Wii on September the 16th.